Welcome back. My name's Victor Persaud. I'm a real estate agent here in Southwest Florida, and if you're new to the channel, I create videos around home buying tips and selling tips. And in today's video, we're going to go over 3 things that you need to do after the sale of your home. So, roll the intro. I'm gonna tell you 3 things that you need to do after the sale of your home and a bonus tip at the end. I'm curious, what is it that you wanted to know before you got to the closing table? If you can, put it in the comment section below. Tip number 1, make sure your funding has been approved. Many times you go to closing and the funding hasn't been approved and you end up having to wait hours or not even closing on that day at all. Usually the title company will know right away if the funding has been approved, and they're in communication with your agent to let you know that the funding has been approved and everything's still a green light to go at the closing table. And if that agent can verify it with the lender, you always want to do that, because many times what I see happen is that a buyer and a seller, the agents, the title company, and the lender shows up at closing and the funding hasn't been approved yet. So just avoid that headache altogether and make sure that part's taken care of. Tip number 2, make sure that the utilities are transferred over into your name. Many times I see what happens as on the day of closing, you go close on the property, you think everything is fine, and then you receive a bill for a couple $100s for a property that you don't even own anymore. The easy solution to this is, when you're the seller, put a stop service date on the day of closing. That way you're not inheriting any additional costs for the electric or the water or the garbage service or anything like that. So super important that you get that taken care of right away. Tip number 3, get a copy of your closing documents electronically and a hard copy and put it somewhere safe. Because usually when tax time comes around, we don't know where we put these documents at, and since you moved, you probably put it somewhere, you don't know where you put it, you can't find the box, and it's just a mess. So to make it easy on you and your accountant, put it somewhere safe or shoot it over to them in an email so they have it on hand for your taxes the following year. Bonus tip, if you refinance your property between 2003 and 2007, there's a good chance that one of the banks or title companies that you were working with is no longer in business. A quick story. So I had a client that refinanced their property during that time frame. We got the property on the market, we got it sold, it was a couple weeks before closing, and when they came, I got a call from the title company saying that they couldn't locate the mortgage satisfaction letter. Even though it was a refinance, they needed proof that the mortgage has been satisfied. And what ended up happening was that because the title company went out of business and the bank that acquired that bank that went out of business couldn't locate the documents, it was a mess. If we weren't able to find that document, then what would happen is that my client wouldn't have been able to close on her home. So really important that you get that mortgage satisfaction letter and put it in a safe place. And if you refinance during that time, start now looking for that letter and see if you could get it, make sure that it was recorded. You could go to a title company and request a prelim title done, and that would actually save a lot of headache for you later down the road. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, click subscribe and the bell notification, and I'll see you on the next video.